The land we now call Ghana was once a tapestry of kingdoms. The Ashanti Empire with its powerful Asantehene stood out. This empire was known for its military prowess and was a major player in the gold trade. The coastal regions were home to other important states. The Fante people controlled important coastal trade routes. The Akyem people were renowned for their gold mining expertise. These kingdoms thrived on trade, exchanging gold, ivory and kola nuts for salt, cloth and other valuable commodities. They engaged in wars for territorial expansion and fought to control trade routes. This was a land of gold and kings, a land on the cusp of a profound transformation. The arrival of Europeans would change the destiny of this land forever. The whispers of strange ships arrived on the winds of change. The year was 1471. Portuguese explorers landed on the shores of the Gold Coast, drawn by tales of gold. This marked the beginning of a complex relationship between Europe and the Gold Coast. The Portuguese, followed by the Dutch, established trading posts along the coast. These outposts were called forts, and they were centres for trade. Africans were increasingly being sold into slavery. The transatlantic slave trade became a horrific chapter in human history. The once vibrant exchange of goods and culture was overshadowed by the brutal exploitation of a people. The Ashanti Empire, with its military strength and organized leadership, fiercely resisted European encroachment. The Ashanti fought a series of wars against the British, known as the Anglo-Ashanti Wars. These were battles for control of trade and cultural survival. The British employed cunning tactics, exploiting divisions among the different ethnic groups in the region. Despite their valiant efforts, the Ashanti Empire eventually succumbed to British dominance. The year was 1901. The Gold Coast became a British colony. This spirit of resistance would continue to inspire future generations in their fight for freedom and self-determination. The imposition of colonial rule brought hardship, but it also sowed the seeds of its own destruction. Education, ironically, became a tool of liberation. Africans exposed to Western ideas of democracy and self-determination began to question the legitimacy of colonial rule. A new generation of leaders emerged. They were educated in colonial schools. They were determined to free their people from the shackles of colonialism. Organizations like the United Gold Coast Convention, or UGC, emerged. These organizations advocated for self-rule. They mobilized the masses. Newspapers like the Ghanaian Times became powerful platforms for nationalist voices. The struggle for independence was not without its challenges. Yet, the desire for freedom burned brightly in the hearts of the people, setting the stage for a charismatic leader to emerge and guide them towards their destiny. In the heart of this struggle, a leader emerged destined to become the father of Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah, born in the small village of Nkraful, would rise to lead his nation to independence. Nkrumah's journey was one of determination and sacrifice. He excelled in his studies, eventually traveling to America and Britain for higher education. While abroad, he immersed himself in Pan-Africanist ideology. He believed in the power of a united Africa free from colonial rule. In 1947, Nkrumah returned to his homeland, his heart ablaze with the dream of a free Ghana. He plunged headfirst into the fight for independence, his charisma and fiery speeches galvanizing the masses. His vision would guide Ghana's path in the years to come, shaping its destiny as a modern nation. Under Nkrumah's leadership, the Convention People's Party, or CPP, was formed. The CPP's message was clear: self-government now. Nkrumah's charisma and his powerful message of self-determination mobilized the masses. From the bustling streets of Accra to the rural villages, the cry for independence echoed across the land. The British, sensing the changing tide, began to prepare for Ghana's transition to independence. On March 6, 1957, the Gold Coast, now renamed Ghana, achieved its independence. The joy that erupted on that day was indescribable. People danced in the streets. They celebrated their hard-won victory. Ghana, under Nkrumah's leadership, had shown the way, proving that colonial rule was not invincible and that the dream of freedom could not be extinguished.